AI, the science fiction phenomenon, is now a worldwide accessible program. But what happens when we compare human skill to this revolutionary technology? Can AI take over our jobs in the next few years? Will we be able to adapt to the change? What future lies beyond the takeover of technology? In our world today, there are many different things artificial intelligence is used for. It has many applications to discover, and today we're going to explore one of its abilities, and that is to generate text. Something that is similar between many forms of artificial intelligence is the use of machine learning. What is machine learning, you may ask? Well, imagine our brain and how we see, feel, and experience many things in our lives. Those experiences get stored in our brain and analyzed. Now, your brain understands what you know because it has trained itself to recognize new patterns. Now, instead, let's imagine you had a machine brain, a computer brain, that could take in data, pictures, and knowledge and store it, analyzing patterns that even the human mind is not fast enough to pick up on. The computer can program itself through these experiences. This is how the subset of AI known as generative AI works. Basically, the more information you feed the computer, the better the learning model and its program works. The computer then teaches itself what patterns to look for and what predictions it needs to make. The programmer that developed the AI can now tweak the program, coax it along, and make it more accurate. This is known as supervised learning. For our episode today, we will be focusing on the text generation aspect of artificial intelligence. We'll be using ChatGPT. To understand this machine, I can give you a whole history lesson behind it. Or we can just ask it itself.
Hello there. I heard you wanted to learn about me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am AI, just in a physical manifestation. ChatGPT, or Generative Pre-trained Transformer, has models that are pre-trained, which means they are trained on a massive amount of text data from the internet to learn grammar, language structure, and world knowledge. ChatGPT is a specific model that is fine-tuned for generating human-like responses in a conversational context. It's designed to understand and generate text as if it were engaging in a chat or conversation with a human user. It uses its pre-trained knowledge to understand the context of the conversation, the intent behind the user's queries, and generate relevant and coherent responses. It doesn't rely on pre-programmed responses, but generates responses based on patterns and information it learned during its training. I think that covers the basics of ChatGPT. Goodbye for now. Have a wonderful day and take care.
As you can see, there have been many developments and innovations in technology. However, even though it has solved many problems, it has also created some as well, such as the writer's strike in Hollywood.
Mark, thank you. Developing news now, striking writers back on the picket lines.
Production is at a standstill for some of TV's most popular shows.
And the vote was overwhelming. More than 97% of Guild approved that strike.
We will not be having our jobs taken away and giving to robots.
In 1954, the Writers Guild of America was formed when the Screenwriters Guild joined with several other organizations on both coasts that represent television and radio writers. 6 years later, after it was founded, the Writers Guild of America had its first strike. It lasted 148 days, from January 16th to June 12th, 1960. As the result of the strike, screenwriters had better benefits and retirement plans. Since then, there has been 4 other strikes, and as of this episode's recording, we are currently in one right now. This strike has led some to wonder whether we can use machines to replicate human writing skill. What we hope to answer today is how accurately can artificial intelligence write out a script? Also, can it fool us humans? Can humans create something more genuine and better than AI? My group and I went to create our own script. We're all amateur scriptwriters. We've never done anything like this before. We aren't experts, so please don't consider this as actual proof. But even then, can an amateur even hope to compete with professionals if AI continues putting us out of reach? Today, we have brought in a volunteer to answer that question. This is Wendy Rainey, a communication professor at Washington State University. She has more than 20 years of experience editing and reporting. One of these scripts was created by ChatGPT and the other was created by us. We want to see which script our judge will decide is better. Let's see which script you would choose.
My name is Wendy Rainey, and I'm an assistant scholarly professor at Washington State University in Merrill College. This will honestly be the first time I've knowingly read something written by AI. I should say I have read some news articles written by AI, and those were not good. But I don't think in its current form that it is going to take over even the simplest writing jobs in journalism. I see a sentence fragment, but I don't think that that makes anything jump out to me just yet. It says these machines, I'm not sure what machines it's talking about. There's an AP style error. It seems kind of like technical here. I feel like this one has some unnecessarily sophisticated language maybe. I feel like this one has some cliches. Overuse of common phrases. There's really not grammar, punctuation, any kind of errors, so to speak. This also has a little bit of cliche and common terminology, but it's more conversational. I would call script number 2 so far more conversational, which is what a broadcast script would be. It also has a sentence fragment, but I'm trying to explain a complicated concept. This one has a little bit of grammar issue with a quotation. It uses a term like a big thing, which I feel like is conversational, less complex, sophisticated. Wrong punctuation. There's really not significant errors in the second one either. I think that the AI is script 1. I think it was the technical language, and it did lack a little bit of explanation of complicated terms or ideas. It feels a little stilted and formal. The AI, it sounds like it's trying to be impressive. That is the impression I got here, is someone is trying to impress me with how many big words they know, whereas script 2 really brought it to the average person understanding.
And so with that, we found that according to our judge, AI was no match for our team of amateurs. That is 1 point in the favor of humans. We're one step closer in the battle of Cougs versus computers. Thank you for watching this episode of Cougs versus Computers. Make sure you stay tuned in for our next episode, where we challenge artificial intelligence again. Make sure to leave us a like and a comment whether or not humans will be able to best computers.